Tonight, it's nearly a month since Auckland student Harmeet Soodin was kidnapped in Iraq. We talked to an Al-Qaeda expert about Harmeet's chances of being home with family for the new year. Plus, one Kiwi woman who got to share the love with pop star Elton John on his wedding day. That's on Close Up tonight at 7.
What will be the most powerful wind farm in the world has just been given the go-ahead. Meridian Energy wants to start building huge wind turbines at Makara on Wellington's west coast in the new year. But some local residents plan to appeal that decision.
Linda and Max Simmons have poured 15 years of hard work into creating what they call their haven in Makara near Wellington, a garden they'd planned to enjoy throughout their retirement. But now the couple are debating whether to sell up and start all over again.
Having created this wonderful garden, blood, sweat and tears, and to find that it's all for naught is pretty devastating.
5 of the new wind turbines will be just over a kilometre from their home, depreciating the value they claim by 30%. In operation, the 70 turbines will be as high as the transmitter on Mount Coco. That's 125 metres. And the span at 80 metres is almost the length of a rugby field. That's the same width as the wingspan of a Boeing 747, putting out enough electricity for over 100,000 homes. But Meridian Energy, which is building the wind farm, insists its size is its strength.
This is potentially a world beater of a project. Wellington has got a great wind resource. That won't come as any surprise, and it'll set world records for production.
Our life will never be quite the same. These turbines are massive.
Locals opposed to the project say they'll appeal in the Environment Court, but Meridian claims it's already accounted for a 6-month delay and plans for the wind farm to be in motion this time next year. Jennifer Curtis, One News.
Police are turning back the clock in Waimate in South Canterbury, turning back to an older style of policing as they crack down on petty youth crime. Under the scheme, youngsters accused of minor crimes are being punished on the spot with chores.
A bobby on the beat is a common sight on this footpath, and it's on this footpath that Mike van der Hayden's just seen 2 youngsters illegally ride their bikes.
Secondly, you should have your cycle helmets on. Okay, if you do have cycle helmets?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you make sure you bring them with your bikes, okay? Right, I will see you back here shortly.
And soon the youngsters are undertaking their punishment Waimate style. Tasks like this are part of a community initiative where young offenders are punished through chores rather than fines.
It's probably the way policing has been in the past, where responsibility has been placed back on the offender.
Putting it back on the offender then and there, so the case doesn't linger. Quick justice dealing with petty crimes, from throwing stones to spitting on the street.
He was brought back to the police station and taken back down with a bucket of disinfectant to clean up his mess. It wasn't about humiliation as such, it was about him putting right what he had done wrong.
The scheme's been welcomed by many Waimate residents.
Having these young boys picking up rubbish and that after they've been misbehaving is fantastic.
I've come out and applaud it. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Letting them see that they've done something wrong, but they can do something good, and they can show the rest of the community that they can do something good.
Police say they'll be reviewing the success of the scheme in the new year. Tom Fraser, One News.
Controversial former MP John Tamihere is returning to the Waiparera Trust Board following a High Court ruling. It says moves by the Waiparera Trust to exclude Mr Tamihere and 4 other elected members was illegal. The court also ruled that trust beneficiaries were entitled to elect 7 members. The share market ended the day in negative territory. The top 50 index down 9 points on turnover of $140 million. Fletcher Building fell sharply, but Sky TV went against the trend. And just to clarify last night's report on the warehouse, the company's chairman did not sell 500,000 shares. He ceased to be a trustee for the shares in question. On the currency markets, the New Zealand dollar fell sharply after new figures showed economic growth declining to 2.7%. Well, it was only a wee snippet of the feature film, but that didn't stop Wanganui locals from turning up for the first big screen glimpse of the movie River Queen. About 100 people turned out this morning to catch the film's 2-minute trailer. The locally shot movie, set during the Maori land wars, was dogged by controversy, and director Vincent Ward was fired, then rehired.
It's going to be hot. It's going to put Wanganui on the map, and it's awesome.
The film will premiere in Wanganui on the 26th of January. Well, Neil's here next with sport and a big boost for our cyclists.
We've got some new technology, brand new, Jude. It's called Dialed in Motion. Also coming up, kangaroo Craig Gower and the aftermath of his 2-day bender. Plus on fire, Kobe Bryant assaults the record book in the heavyweight mismatch, the new champ and his wife.